we'll see what my buddy has to say, because I know he's gonna be like, dude, what are you doing?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You crazy mother.
What is up, everybody? My name is Dane Thompson, and welcome back to another episode of BurnDown. So this is gonna be kind of a random episode because my buddy Paul, with the Bronco that I did quite a while ago, he called and the thing won't start. He's stored it, I guess, for a while, so we'll go see what kind of condition my paint job is in still and see if I can figure out the electrical gremlin. And then from here, we will load back up, head all the way over back to KP Fab and Tune, and then decide what to do on my car. I have a couple different things that I can do, but it just depends on time and when I get there and all those fun things. So let's go take a look at the Bronco, see how she's holding up, and see if we can't get this thing to fire up. Woo, she's dusty. Still pretty, but apparently it isn't running, so we will play with it and I'll report back. Maybe I'll show you guys when we start it up, but yeah, thing's still killer. Alright, so we're playing with the Bronco really quick. So first thing, I popped the hood, and I didn't do anything under the hood. I painted stuff, but I didn't touch any engine stuff. It went to some other guy. As for all the interior and everything, that's why everybody wants to see the interior of this thing. Well, I didn't do anything to it. I just made the outside look good, and I was just trying to get credit for what I did. But anyway, we popped the hood on this thing, and I'll show you guys. And it was setting just like this. You know, this cable is kind of tucked over here, and this one's kind of hanging out. Well, this is my positive terminal, this is my negative. Your positive, you know, goes through the solenoid. And this, you know, would ground to the chassis or wherever. So the battery's in here backwards. So I don't know if these guys tried to do it like that and wreck something, but I guess we will start digging around looking for fuses. We'll flip it around, plug it in, and then start seeing if we get power. Let's see. Oh man, this seems tricky. Blinkers on. It's alive! Yeah, you just got a really bad connection on the power wire that feeds this. It probably needs to be replaced. So, don't have time to do that today. But at least I found the problem. So, it works. We'll get out of here. Take a look at this bad boy. I wish I had the camera rolling because I hit a bunch of switches, and then as soon as the electrical fired up, these things started going crazy and I couldn't turn them off. But yeah, she still looks good. She's got a couple little wiggles. I think somebody keyed it because people are really awesome. America's still looking good. Looks good though. She's just dusty. Badass rig though. Alright, my work here is done. Let's go travel to KP Fab and Tune and go mess with my turd. Alright, well, we are over here at KP Fab and Tune. I ate some food, hung out with the guys, played musical cars. This place is so packed with cars all the time. And one of the guys was like, hey, I need that car outside in here. So we had to move all the stuff around. It's amazing what you can do with a jack and some fortitude and a couple guys. But moved everything, made some space, and then I bought some fuel components because I kind of need to update my fuel, and I was going to go over that. And then I just realized, you know what, the most important thing, and the only reason my car is here, is because it needs to get welded. So we're going to go to Tig Welding class today, and I'm just going to have at it. My buddy was at SEMA, and then he's not here, and then I know he's going to be swamped because that's just life. When you go out of town, you do some stuff, you just get behind, especially when you have a business and customers and stuff like that. And my car is definitely not a priority. So I figure the easiest thing to do is I'm just gonna make boogers and then it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. That's what I always say. So I'm gonna make boogers, and then he can just make fun of me. And as long as it's welded and stuck together, we are good. Then I can get it out of his hair, I can paint the cage, paint the rear end. I've got a whole list of other stuff I need to do in reality before we get rolling. So I'll keep you guys posted. Show you the welds. I guess we can all kind of laugh at them, but as long as it's good and the thing's stuck together and it's safe enough in the event of something happening, that's all I really care about. It ain't a beauty contest. We're trying to build a pseudo race car over here, so let's get to work. Got that. I'll get this stuff out of the way. I'm just gonna start with the D-bars and then the through bars that go back to the frame down there. So we'll do these, we'll get onto those, and then I'm just gonna start going around and then doing what I can, and we will see what happens. I am looking for the gloves. Full disclaimer for anybody that actually TIG welds professionally, I am not very good at it. I can do it a little bit. We're just gonna have at it. We'll kind of learn as we go, because that's what we do. So if you are a pro welder, if it bothers you to your core to see crappy welds, I advise you just to turn the video off now, skip to something else, because you're gonna get irate and then you're gonna send me messages, kind of like the transmission fiasco. It seems like the transmission professionals kind of don't dig that series. But once again, I'm here to tell you that I'm just doing it this is necessity. If you wanna go racing, you gotta make things happen. So this is my attempt at making it happen, so we can get back to our regularly scheduled burnout program instead of the sit and wait and Dane makes up other stuff to do when he doesn't really have to. He just needs a cage that's welded, then we can go do smoky burnout. So, again, if you weld, I'm gonna apologize now, and just go ahead and turn the video off, move on to the next one. Thanks for watching though, appreciate it. All right, that was a quick look at how far I've gotten. I will tell you what, my hat is off to all you guys at TIG Weld that do it legit on these cages and such, because trying to get in there, push the thing, feed the rod with your elbow or your foot or whatever is just painful at most. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi. It's cute. He's excited. Anyways, yeah. So I'm at my truck to get my grinder because I was trying to weld the down bars in the back because I was so sick of being contorted in the car and trying to get that stuff that I said, well, I'll stand up and get the back bars and come through. At least I can stand up and work the pedal like a human being. And I started going on and it's contaminated. I think because that frame is so greasy and you know, crappy. So I'm gonna grind it, clean it off, and then wipe it down, and then we'll try that one again and see how we go. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just not really that great at it, and I can't really talk and show you because he's jamming some music, and then they'll nail me on here on YouTube and whatever. So anything in there, we'll just do it. I can't really talk about it because the music's jamming, but I'm gonna continue on for a little while. I don't know how long I can really do it. I'm really tempted to try some of the easier portions, but I know that's really easy for my buddy to do, and he can do a really good job, as where it's an easy to get to part that I would just make look like amateur hour. So I'll just continue with what I can, and then I'll show you guys where we get to. But at least there's this much progress. We'll bring you guys back when I basically throw the towel in. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna try to continue to weld, but yeah, we'll give you a walk around under the flashlight, show you where we got to, and I'm already getting tired. I'm gonna keep rolling though. All right, well, that is a wrap for today. I was gonna do some fuel stuff, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make a big mess with fuel, and really the only reason my car is still here is because I can't TIG weld at home. So I was like, you know what? Instead of screwing around and doing stuff that I can do at home, I'll just start welding on stuff little by little. So that's exactly what I did. And man, it is definitely amateur hour. I feel like the welds will hold. They're not pretty, and I guess at the end of the day, that's really what matters. So we will see what my buddy has to say, because I know he's gonna be like, dude, what are you doing? But I'd like to get that thing done. So I'm gonna try to come back this week as I go, and then see how far I can actually get. Because as soon as it's welded up, I can take it back home, and I still got a list of stuff to do. The cage has to get painted. We got to paint the rear end America, cover all the holes I had to make to get the cage to stick to the frame, clean everything up. I've got wiring messes and all kinds of fun stuff. And then I'm gonna redo the fuel routing for the pump, because I have another pump for it. So we got all that stuff to do. So I just need to get this thing welded up. That's what I'm gonna do, because I really need to get that thing back over so we can get back after it. And I can quit making videos of like, watch Dane do one thing at a time, because I know it gets old. So sorry about that, guys, but I am trying. I got full-time work, I've got a family, and then this is on the back burner. So I'm doing this thing after hours and squeaking in time when I can. So thank you to my wife for putting up with me. So that's it. I'm done for the night. I'm out.